this is Sabrina, lead trainer for the Ballen method. So this is something that's brand new and super hot right now that everybody keeps asking us about. So I thought I'd make a quick training video for you guys. This is a landing page by Listings to Leads. And actually, one of our Ballen method members, Ellen, used Listings to Leads to create the Christmas lights blog post. So thanks, Ellen, for kind of bringing this to our attention. It's a really cool tool to utilize. We've used Listings to Leads for home valuation pages, listing landing pages. There's a lot of stuff to use it for, but this is the first time we're using it for Christmas landing pages, so this is pretty cool. If you aren't familiar with the Christmas light blog post yet, every year we recommend around Christmas time, we recommend having it posted by the end of November, first week of December to really get the most out of your blog post, the most traffic and visits and all of that. But the blog post is basically a list of places to go see Christmas lights in your area. So let me actually pull up an example here for you really quick. Let's see if I can find it in here. So we have a lot of Christmas light blog posts in here, but there's one specifically. Here it is. 20 best Christmas lights displays in Las Vegas and Henderson. So we basically create a list of all the different houses to go visit with your family, with your friends, or even if you just want to go by yourself and take a look at Christmas lights. I do that. I love them. We create a list of all of them for people to go see. If there's videos, we include videos. If there's pictures, we include pictures. We also only provide about 25% of the properties on our page. We make them register for the complete list and an interactive map that we've created. So basically what this page does through Listings to Leads is it provides you with a really nice, clean, crisp, beautiful page that your website visitors can actually register on your website for the list of properties and the interactive map. So really nice thing. Go straight into a leads section inside Listings to Leads. That way you can follow up with them if you want. So now we're going to go through how to create this. Honestly, I want to say it took me all of maybe 5 to 10 minutes to create the landing page itself. Now the map is going to take you a little bit longer and the blog post is going to take you a little bit longer, but the form itself is a really quick and easy thing to do. So Listings to Leads, and if you don't have Listings to Leads already, you can go to loristools.com. We do have a link there for you that does give you an extended free trial. So you can try it out, I believe, for 30 days instead of the normal 40, the normal 14. So the link is right in here for you on loristools.com. So if you don't have it, definitely check it out. So to get started here, we're in Listings to Leads. Here is our landing page. Now how you're going to get here is you're going to go into Listings to Leads under landing pages at the top, and you are going to use under full screen mobile responsive. You can choose custom free report either for buyers or sellers, does not matter which one. So then what we have done, and I'm going to close out of this little tab here. Once you click on the custom report for buyers or sellers, whichever one you want, you're going to add another free report. If you don't have a report already, then you're going to be adding this one for the very first time. So on here, once you create your new free report, you're going to choose your city. So I just typed in Las Vegas. I already had one for Las Vegas, so it wouldn't let me type in the same title, so I just put a little number 1 after it. And then under the note, I went ahead and put Christmas tree light displays. Since you can't name the landing page here, this allows you to know exactly what it is. So then I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit the landing page. Now I've already got this all filled out, but what you're going to have here is under the landing page image, it's going to give you a little button to upload your image. Now I got this image from Shutterstock, and it does give you the minimum width, which helps you know which file size you need to download. So if you go into Shutterstock, which I believe we also have a link on loriestools.com. Let me see. Yeah. So if you don't have Shutterstock, it's a really cool program that allows you to download stock images. Now, all I searched in Shutterstock was Christmas background. And it pulled up with a bunch of really gorgeous, really cool backgrounds. So you can really pick your favorite one, and any of them will really work. And so I chose this one right here. I really liked the Christmas tree and the light bulbs and all of that. But I believe Scott Pierce, when he was doing his, I believe he chose this little snowy looking one. So it's really personal preference, whichever one you want to do. So when you go to download it, you want to make sure that you choose the right file size. So since it says that it has to be at least 1200 pixels wide, when you go to download, it tells you what the pixel width and height is. So I made sure to choose the large one, so that way it makes sure to fit those requirements. Then it's going to require you to upload a Facebook share image. It's not required, but having a specific image to share on Facebook really causes it to pop out when you are sharing it. And for that, I used Canva. And I created one in Canva here. Now this is another really quick process to do. And Canva is a free program for you to sign up for. It's really cool for creating all sorts of different graphics. So if you've seen our graphics on Facebook, or you go to the blog on loriballen.com, or you go to our YouTube channel, all the different graphics and covers that we create, we use Canva for. Now it does give you another requirement. So it says the image size has to be at least 1200 pixels wide and no more than 1900 pixels wide. So I went through on Canva, and when you mouse over the different layout options here, and I got here just by clicking on more at the top, it's going to give you the dimensions of these. So I'm looking for one that's 1200 at least. So when I was scrolling through here, I found that the YouTube thumbnail, it's 1280. And so I found that that one was a nice one to do. Now I'm going to go back to the one that I created here so I can tell you how I created it. Okay. So what I did here is on the left-hand side, once you select the YouTube thumbnail, they give you a bunch of different templates that you can choose from. Some of them are free. If it says that it has to be paid for, chances are they're just trying to charge you for the image. So you can definitely replace the image on that, and then they probably won't charge you because it's just text at that point. So the one that I used was this one, Hiking the Canadian Rockies. And so you see it pops the layout right in here. Now on the left-hand side, there's an upload section where you can upload your own images and pull from your computer. So I uploaded that Christmas image that we got from Shutterstock. You don't have to use the same graphic, but I like to make them match because if they're going to click on an image from Facebook, I want it to match the landing page that they're landing on, so it's all cohesive. So I just dragged and dropped the image right in where the other image was at. Now I don't like where it's placed because I can't see the tree. So you can hit crop at the very top and actually drag the image to where you'd want it to show in that little box. And then hit the checkbox when you're done. So now I've got the full tree in here. Now this on the right-hand side, we don't want it to say hiking the Canadian Rockies. So I'm going to double click on that text. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to say best Christmas light displays in Las Vegas. I'm also going to shrink the text down a little bit because it's a little large. So again, just highlight it and you have a toolbar at the top where you can go in and change the size. So I'm going to make that 36. Whoops, I put Christmas. There we go. And then if you want to, oh, what did I just do? I did something funky. I'm going to go ahead and change the font on this because for some reason it's been just a little weird on me. So let's find something pretty in here. Something easy to read, but something that's not all crazy. There we go. Best Christmas light displays in Las Vegas. There we go. So then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to change where it says a beginner's guide. Again, just double click on it. And I'm going to change that to with interactive. I can't type right now. There we go. With interactive map. And again, I'm going to go in and change the size. Now the colors still don't match. So all you have to do is just click on the box behind the text, and it's going to give you the color in the upper left corner. You can choose one of the colors from their default palette, or you can click this plus sign and choose any color on this color wheel that you want. I already created a couple colors from the color wheel, so I'm just going to go ahead and select those. Now I've still got a blue line back here. Whoops. Now what that is the background color. So if you have something like that on the template that you've chosen, go into the background and then you can change the color from there. So I changed it into this really pretty red. Same thing with the box here. So be careful you don't click on the text, and to avoid clicking on the text, I usually just go to the far corner of whatever box I'm trying to change the color on, and then it selects the box that way. And then you can click on that same color box in the upper left corner and choose a color. And I chose this really pretty kind of yellowy gold to match all the gold that's going on in the left. So once this is set up the way that you want, you can hit download in the upper right corner and download it. And it should save it somewhere in your computer, wherever you have your downloads set to go automatically. Mine is my downloads folder. So once that's downloaded, you can go back into listings to leads. You can choose a file to upload for your Facebook share image and choose the one that you created, and it'll upload it right in here. The preview won't show up until you save it. So if I hit save and update down at the bottom, then it goes ahead and shows me the preview. Then you want to go ahead and put in a header title. So I put mine, get a map of all the best Christmas light displays in Las Vegas. I would make it match your blog post in a way. And if you have a keyword that you were using, for example, if light displays in Las Vegas or Christmas light displays in Las Vegas was our keyword, you'd want to make sure you put that in the title here. For the subline, we went ahead and said, get the free map now. So we're basically clarifying, hey, this is what you're getting when you register. Based on your image, you may want the form on the right or the left. So if you're going back into Shutterstock here, the image that I had, the form will fit perfectly on the right-hand side. But if you're choosing something like this one, where the image, most of the stuff in the image is happening on the right-hand side, you may want to choose to have your form show up on the left. So that's all personal preference based on your image. Then we also changed the button text to the same thing, get the free map now. And then you can choose your button color. Since ours has a lot of green, reds, and golds, I went ahead and chose a red button. Let's see here. So then I'm going to scroll down. Now a cool thing here is you can actually add a countdown timer. So we said Christmas is coming soon. Put a little countdown timer on here to Christmas. So that way that's going to show up on there and it pops up right here. I have not found a way to change the color on that one, but it doesn't look bad. Now, as far as changing the color for the form, if you go down to this more options section, you can actually choose the form background color from here. So I chose a gradient gold, so it's got this really pretty kind of gold hue to it. And that's it as far as the design aspect is concerned. So then what we want to do is create an autoresponder. So you want to make sure that's turned on, and then you can click Create Edit Autoresponder. And this lets you send an email to whoever just registered. So it says, thank you for registering to download the complete list of Christmas light displays in Las Vegas, along with the interactive map. They can be accessed using the links below. I haven't linked these yet, but these are going to link to your interactive map and your printable map and list. And then I also put a little thing at the bottom that says if they have any other questions regarding Christmas events in the area, or they're interested in buying or selling a house in the area, to let us know. So that way they know that we are here to help. Because just by registering to download the Christmas light displays, it doesn't mean that they're interested in buying or selling a house. So this kind of gives them an extra call to action saying, hey, if you are interested, I'm here. Okay. Now, one more thing that I recommend is there's actually a section in here, and I'm trying to find it, that once they fill out the form, it actually goes, right here. So it's in this Edit Lead Capture Form section, and it says Redirect at Form Completion. So once they're done completing the form, it will take them to whatever page you want. Now, I would recommend making this a page on your website. So you are bringing them back to your website. Now, if you want to, you can make that a page on your website that says, like, thank you for registering for the Christmas lights displays. Your map and document will be sent to you via email. In the meantime, be sure to take a look at the other local events that we have in the area and link them to your blog or a couple other blog posts that you have that are similar. So that's a cool idea that you can do there. And then you just paste the URL for that page here. So as soon as they fill out that form, takes them to that page right away. So then once you are all done, you're going to save and update, and then you can view it, and it looks just like this guy here. Now, cool thing that you can also do is you can also embed this on your website. So if you click on the embed code option, it's going to give you an embed code here. I'm going to copy that and go into our blog. I'm going to edit the post here. Now we have a button using lead pages that takes them to a form because we're using lead pages for ours. But if you want to, you can put the form like this on the bottom. Whoops. So you want to switch to your text editor on your blog. Paste that code in there. I'm just going to go ahead and preview this just to see how it looks. Will it not let me? Okay, I'm going to try a new post then, since this post has already been created. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to save it as a draft. I'm going to preview it. Here we go. So then you've got it embedded right on your website. It does give you a little scroll if the coding isn't long enough. So what you may actually have to do is in the post, you may need to change the height. So I'm actually going to change that to 900 and see if that makes a difference at all. Almost. Still got to scroll on there. So let's try 1200. Almost. It makes it super big. So that's just something that you may have to play with depending on where you have this posted. But you can embed it directly on your website or directly onto your blog post, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I don't need that anymore. So that is creating the form itself. Now, as far as creating the map, I do have instructions on how to do that in the Ballen method. So if you're a Ballen method member, the instructions are in there. We are using google.com/mymaps to create it, and that's going to bring you to the option to create a map. So to create a map specifically for the Christmas lights ones, there's a few different ways to do it. But what you're going to want to do is search for every single property that you have on your Christmas lights. For now, I'm just going to look up a mall in our area, just so we have a pin to add here. So once you find your address, you're going to add it to your map. You're going to remove the Google Maps details. And then you're going to hit the little pencil and you're going to enter your own details in here. So you could put the address, you could put a little description in there, and then you could put a call to action for your contact information. I do recommend putting a link back to your blog post in here as well. So if for some reason they are finding this map on Google before they find your blog post, they have a link to go back to your blog. Then there's a little paint bucket on here that allows you to change the color of the pin. So if you want to be Christmassy, doing some blues and greens and reds, we'll make it very Christmassy and festive. And depending on the event that you're talking about or the property, there's a bunch of different icons that you can choose from. There is a pine tree in here. So I'm just going to filter it and type in tree. And then I'm going to choose the tree from there and hit OK. So then I've got a little tree on here and I made it nice and green. And it adds it to my list in the upper left. So you're going to do that with every single property that is on your list. Now you want to title the map. I usually title it the same exact way as I do my blog post. So the 20 plus best Christmas lights in Las Vegas. And it would help if I capitalized these. And I'll do Christmas light displays. There we go. In the description, I would say view the complete blog post here and then put a link to your blog. As far as the layer title, I usually use this as a good call to action. So if you click the three dots to the layer and hit rename this layer, then you can say brought to you by Lori Ballen, and then you can put a phone number in there or whatever. Perfect. So then we've got our call to action with our phone number and our name. We've got our title on top. You've got your list of properties. Now what you have to do is you actually have to make it public. So by doing this, we go into share. And where it says private only you can access, you want to change that and make it public on the web. Otherwise, people aren't going to be able to find it. Now, there's two things that you're going to do as far as getting the interactive map and a printable PDF into your listings to leads follow-up email. So for the interactive map, it's actually going to be this link here, link to share. So you're going to copy that. You're going to go back into your edit mode on your listings to leads landing page. you're going to go back into your autoresponder. And then we're going to link where it says click here to view the interactive map, which is what we typed in earlier. I'm going to insert edit link, and I'm going to paste that map link in here. I usually recommend to have it open up in a new window, so if they're checking their email in their browser, they don't lose their spot on their email. So now we've got the interactive map linked. Now to create the PDF, what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your map. Oh my goodness, so many tabs. You're going to have a lot of tabs open when you're doing this. We're going to hit done because we don't need these share options anymore. You're going to want to zoom out on your map until you can see every single property that you've listed on the map. Then you're going to go up to the 3 dots at the top by your title. You're going to print map. I usually do landscape mode. Portrait mode gets kind of squished. And then you're going to hit print. And it's going to create a PDF for you. So you've got the list on the left with your nice little call to action of all the different properties, as well as just a regular map. So that way they can actually print this out and take it with them when they go to look at houses. So this is just as valuable as the interactive map. So then what you're going to do is, and I'm on a Mac, so mine is down here, but if you're on a PC or you're using a different browser, then it's going to show up in the upper right-hand corner for you to download this to your computer. Now, after you download it, you can do a couple different things. You can either go directly in here and you can upload it as a PDF, or you can go into a document hosting site. For us, we just use the media section of our WordPress website, and you can actually upload your document directly to your website. So like here's a document we did on the home buying process. So when you upload the document, it's going to give you a URL for that document specifically. You're going to copy the URL for your document, and you're going to go into listings to leads, back into your autoresponder email, and you're going to link it to your text that says click here to access your printable map and list, just the same way we did with the interactive map. So then that way, when they fill out the form, they're going to be taken to your custom landing page that you created on your website. And then they're also going to get an email from you that has the stuff that they registered for, which is the interactive map and the PDF. Cool. So that is how to create a Christmas light form using listings to leads. Thank you, Scott Pierce, for kind of going over that for us as well. This is a really great tool for our clients, and a really great tool for any real estate agent to be able to have people register for their Christmas light blog post. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at team@ballenbrands.com. And again, if you have not signed up for listings to leads, you can do so at loristools.com. We have a whole list of really cool tools on here, but you can just use this little search that we have to filter them out to find listings to leads specifically. And again, you get an extended free trial rather than just the 14-day free trial that it comes with standard when you use this link. So that is all, you guys. Have fun creating your Christmas light forms and your Christmas light blog posts. If you guys need help with your Christmas light blog post, please contact us. We do have a content team here to help you get that created. Just reach out to us at team@ballenbrands.com or give us a call at 702-917-0755.